Hello, beautiful ones. Welcome to this live. This is the 30 Days of Illumination, and today is day 4. And today I'm going to be sharing some simple and practical energy clearing techniques with you. So, first of all, I want to thank you for being here. For those of you that have been watching since day 1, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. And I'm so curious to hear your feedback and to hear if you've had any aha moments, any big realizations, or if you've started implementing any of the things we've been talking about so far together. So, a little bit of a recap about the first 3 days. Number one, the first day was all about the number one way to develop your intuition. And I talked a lot about silence as medicine and as the number one way that I believe we can develop our intuition. So do go back and watch it if you haven't yet. Day 2, I talked all about the signs that you're a highly sensitive person, and not just the signs, but I talked about just so many aspects of being highly sensitive and as the gift that it can offer you as well, and to try to reframe that as a gift rather than a burden, because I know it can feel like quite a lot and quite overwhelming sometimes. Day 3, which was yesterday, I talked about why it's so important to ground yourself often on your spiritual and healing path. And so I shared all kinds of reasons why it's important. So I would love for you to go back and watch those if you feel called. And if not, you can just be here right here, right now with me on day 4. And today is going to be very practical because I want you to have tools in your tool belt that make life a little bit easier, because no matter where you are on your spiritual and healing journey, there are always going to be things that come up for you. Always. No matter what, no matter who you are. As long as you're a soul that, continues to learn and expand, then things are going to keep coming up. And actually, even if you're not somebody who's spending a lot of time learning and growing and expanding and rising into who you truly are, there's still going to be stuff that comes up. This is part of the human experience. And so before I go into that, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Sarah Shirley. I am an intuitive healer, a spiritual teacher, and a channel, as well as a medicine woman. And I offer healing containers to my clients. I offer events, trainings, ceremonies, all kinds of beauty. If you want to check out more what I've got going on now, you can visit sarahshirley.com. And I also wanted to let you know that tomorrow I'm going to be announcing my next upcoming free masterclass, which is going to be so juicy and so good and very key for anybody who is on this path and wants to step more into their spirituality. And you might notice you have some blocks around that. And my masterclass, this upcoming masterclass, our masterclass, is going to address some of the biggest reasons for those blocks and help you move through them, actually move through them through the transmissions I'm going to be offering. So I'm really excited for that. I'll be announcing it tomorrow, so do keep an eye out. And I also wanted to share, if you find this content useful, it would support me so much if you can please share it with others, tag your friends in this video, like, comment, all the good things to help us be able to reach more people. So let's dive into it. So today's all about tips for energy healing, or for clearing energy, not just tips, but actual practices. And what do we need to clear, first of all? That's a great question. I feel like we should address before we even go into the actual tools. And some different things that we can need to clear along the way are our own emotions, the triggers that come up for us, our reactions to other people when they say something, for example, that might hurt us, or maybe the judgment that comes up for us when someone says something that we feel is not in alignment or it's not in integrity. We also might need to clear other people's energy, or the energy of gross, dense food that we've eaten. Like, there's so many different things we can actually clear from our bodies that we absorb. EMFs, somebody brought that up yesterday. I think it was you, Darlene. And just like toxic energies from our environments, chemicals from food that we might eat and absorb. There's so many different things that we can clear. And actually, you are a really powerful being, and you have no idea probably at this point how much you can actually impact your energy through your intention and being in your power. So these are some of the things that can come up for us that we need to clear. And so The first tip and tool that I want to share with you is something that I found super potent, especially with denser energies that get stuck inside of us, that are our own wounds, especially. So I'll give an example. There's been a couple of times actually where I've had a lot of pain in my neck, and it was there for like a few days, and it was quite dense and painful and tight. And I was like, what's going on? Because I truly believe that all of our physical ailments are actually, at the root cause of them is actually an energetic cause or emotional cause. So I'm sitting there like, why is my neck sore? Tuning in and dropping in. And then I realized I had repressed anger stuck in my throat chakra. And anger has been one of those things that for me has been really challenging to actually express, because I realized I don't really know how to express it in a healthy way. I was shown throughout my childhood, my upbringing, very unhealthy ways to express anger through like name calling or just, criticizing or projecting blame onto other people. But I stopped doing that because I realized that's not nice and I don't want to be doing that to others. So instead, for a while, for a long period, I suppressed my anger and just pushed it down. And I actually thought it wasn't really spiritual enough to be angry, which is not true. Now I'm very much of the belief that it's super important to feel all of our feelings. But so anyways, back to this example where I was like, okay, wow, there's anger in my throat. And it was actually quite a deep one. And in order to clear it, this is the tool. I spent time just laying down and breathing into my neck, breathing into the pain, actually. And doing it without doing it in an easeful way, that you're not forcing yourself to heal it and release it instantly. But when I noticed through those two, especially those two circumstances when this happened for me, I started yawning like crazy. And I know when I start yawning, I'm clearing. That's my personal way of clearing for the most part, is through yawning. That's my body's way of releasing. So I stayed there for like 5, 10, 15 minutes and just breathed into it until I was able to find more freedom in my neck and actually release that anger. And so you can kind of tune in and see like what's appropriate for you. Tune into your body. Your body has all the answers. The answers are right there already. So you can just tune in and see how long do you need to spend with it. And then you'll kind of know when you're feeling finished and complete. And then it was cool because after those experiences of breathing deeply into the pain that was there, the stuckness, it went away. But it was important also to acknowledge what it was and why it was there. And for me at that time, I think both of those cases, it was anger towards my mom for something that she had done that really hurt me. So identifying what it is, and then you can release it and clear it. It's important to be able to have that awareness and consciousness. So that's tool number 1. Use your breath to breathe into spots that are feeling sticky and dense and heavy, and to help you clear energies and get clear on what they are so that you can fully release them and let them go, because you're doing so with consciousness. So let me know in the comments if you've ever done anything like this, or if you're going to try something like this. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. The second tool is something that's so delicious and so easy and yummy, and it's going outside and laying on the earth. And I still do this in the winter, even when it's minus 20 degrees outside. I'm in Canada, so it gets quite cold sometimes. But in general, it's not that cold usually, and I just bundle up in the winter. But in the summer too, you can go outside and just lay on the earth and fully relax your body and just let yourself melt into the earth. This is such a delicious and easeful and feminine way of releasing and clearing energy from your body. It feels good. And it's just by softening and letting go and trusting that the earth has got you and she can compost those energies for you. So make sure you kind of come with this sense of gratitude towards the earth. Thank her for supporting you and helping you. And just let it go. As you lay there, keep softening and breathing. Yay, I love that you'll try that. It's so good. It feels incredible. And you might find that there are like more powerful spots outside in nature that really support you. Like for example, at my cottage, there's this one really huge rock that's like along the trail, and I'd always go and lay on that rock. And I felt that that spot was kind of like this special portal where I could just fully drop in and let go. And the rock had it, like was just helping release, take away the energy that wasn't serving me anymore. So find your spots, and you'll see that some spots call you and others just don't feel, yeah, you're just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna keep going. So tool number 3, for energy clearing practices and techniques. You can imagine a waterfall. You can just sit there and close your eyes and imagine a waterfall of light. You can do that with me now if you're not driving and if you feel called, just to close your eyes and tune in. And just through your crown, through the crown of your head, just imagine this waterfall of light pouring into you. And using your intention to allow this waterfall just to clear away everything that doesn't serve you anymore. Clearing away any old emotions, anything that's stuck or stagnant, clearing away other people's energy, and just letting it dissolve and melt away with the water. It feels good. It's simple. You can do it for like 30 seconds, for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever feels good to you. This is something I try to always practice and remember doing after my client session. So if you're supporting other people as well, if you're in that kind of role or job, imagine this waterfall of light just clearing and cleansing your field and letting it go. There's another really cool technique. This is technique number 4 that I'm going to share with you today. And do go back and watch the other techniques if you are starting to watch this late. There's some really cool and simple ones. And honestly, energy work is so much easier than we might believe it to be. You know, it's actually accessible to you right now. Big part of it is actually just using your imagination and believing that it's happening. This is something that I teach like on day 1 of my healer training program, is that intention is the most important thing. And you holding the space to believe that it's possible, that the healing is possible, that the release is possible, whatever it is, that's what gives power to it actually happening. So let's try this together. If you're in the space to do that, it's simple, super simple and easy. You can imagine you have like a comb in your hands, a golden comb. And you can use this comb to just brush your aura all around your body. And as you're doing it, tune into your body and see what areas feel heavier or denser, and just spend a little bit of time there. And one thing you can do with the comb is flick it, and imagine you're flicking at, like as you're cleaning it, you flick it down and you can send it into a fire. Send the energy into a fire. Fire helps transmute and clear. It alchemizes. So combing your aura, combing your body to release stuck energy feels really good, and it's super simple and easy, and it's accessible and free to you right now. Make sure to get your hands. We can often keep a lot of stuck energy in our hands. And just this can also bring more awareness to where are common places that you have a lot of stuckness in your body. It can be in different chakras, different areas, perhaps the solar plexus, the center of self-love, self-empowerment, self-worth, our willpower. Maybe there's a lot stuck in there. Maybe you notice you have to clear that area a lot more often. So you can bring your awareness into it to see, okay, what's here? What's coming up for me in this part of my body? What's it here to tell me? You can learn so much by tuning more into your energy. So let me know which of those 4 techniques supports you the most, which one you think is the most intriguing. So again, I talked about using your breath, just breathing into a certain place. I talked also about laying on the earth, about this technique of using a waterfall to help release energy, and combing your aura. And I actually meant to light this right at the beginning, and I forgot. This is Palo Santo. It's from a tree in South America, and it's also used for clearing. And I'm sure many of you who are watching this know all about the different plants that we can work with to help support us and to clear our energy. So if you want, you can just open to receive this clearing right now as I support you in letting go of what no longer serves you. So good. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being open to this path. I just want to remind you that all the work that you're doing, it ripples out. It ripples out to others, to the people you touch, and sometimes far beyond what you can even imagine. So thank you for showing up, for exploring yourself, for doing this work. I'm so grateful to be able to be a guide for you in these 30 days of illumination. Yeah, Darlene sharing, I like them all, but the aura combing felt really good. Yeah, awesome. Keep practicing it then. It's so easy, right? Like I guided you through it in like a minute. Just combing your aura, you can do it in just a few minutes, and you can do it a few times a day, and just make sure to clean your comb and send it down into the fire. So just a reminder that tomorrow I'm going to be announcing my upcoming free masterclass, and I hope that you'll be able to join. It's going to happen in February. I'm very excited to share that with you. And tomorrow's day 5 of 30 Days of Illumination, I'm going to be sharing all about understanding the spiritual and healing journey. I know that when we get on this path, it can be a lot sometimes. And we're like, whoa, there's so much to know. And I started this journey at the beginning of 2018, my spiritual healing journey. And I was on the path of consciousness before that, but I've been hardcore in it every day for 6 years. And I feel like my soul chose to heal all the things in this lifetime. So I've been through a lot and transmuted a lot, and I want to help you gain more clarity on how to just navigate this healing path and healing journey, and how to continue to rise into your gifts, into your authenticity and your power. So that's tomorrow, understanding the spiritual healing journey. And I would love for you to tag any friends, share these videos with those you love, those who you feel would enjoy and receive from this content. So I thank you so much for doing that in advance, and let me know in the comments what stands out to you. I'm so grateful for you being here. I'm sending you so much love. I'm just reading the comments. I love that you've been here too. So good. So beautiful. All right, beauties. I'm so glad and grateful to share this space with you, and I will see you tomorrow for day 5. Okay, much love.